What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Game Week FC. Quick turnaround. We just got done with Sunday's games, and now we're recording for this coming week, beginning on Tuesday. So, what you're looking at on the screen, first off, my name's Travis. This is my brother Parker. Um, it is good to be talking with you guys again. What you're looking at on the screen is our betting record for this past weekend. Pretty average, below average week for us. Actually, that should be week 13. Week 13 results. Parker, you went 5-4-1, and I went 4-5-1. What's your thoughts on your plays?
Yeah, above 500, so I'm happy. But the big takeaway for me is that my favorite bet hit. Um, and yeah, looking forward to this festive fixtures that we're heading into, and we're gonna be cranking out videos almost daily, it feels like.
Yep, it's going to be. I love this time of year. It's action packed. You guys can see the overall records. I am 66, 56, and 8. That is 66 wins, 56 losses, and 8 pushes. And Parker is 61 and 62, 61 wins, 62 losses, and 7 pushes. Um, yeah, I mean, I had an okay week. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than it was after Saturday's games. But Brighton winning helped. The draw was huge in the Chelsea Arsenal game because that was a plus money. I think it was like plus 240. So those units actually put me up. Well, those units probably made me more like I was 5-5, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, we don't show the units on here, um, but all of our picks are usually below minus 200. We usually try to find the best value for you guys. Um, all right, without further ado, week 14. Oops, that is not the right league. All right, Tuesday's games, December 2nd. First game, Fulham, Manchester City. Parker, what you got?
Yeah, City's looked pretty weak at the back the last couple of games, really since returning from the international break. Uh, I don't necessarily think Fulham get a result, but I think they score, and I don't think they'll keep City off the score sheet either. So give me both teams to score here.
Hmm, I do like that, minus 145. Um, yeah, have actually been playing pretty well lately. They got their first away win against Tottenham. I was very upset about that game because I bet on a draw. Um, but kudos to them. They got their first away win and they won against Sunderland the week before that. So those are two massive wins. However, they Pep Guardiola has what's Fulham's first Marco Silva.
Yep.
Pep Guardiola Marco Silva is like the youngest, like the younger brother of Pep Guardiola. Um, he's just a Spanish manager, and for some reason, he just can't. Fulham always struggle against Manchester City. Pep Guardiola has Silva's number, so I looked at the trend past 5 games. City have scored over 1.5 goals in every single game against Fulham. Past 5 times they've played. So I'm taking over 1.5 Manchester City goals at minus 165. That's decent enough value for me to take it.
Okay. Wasn't really sure where you were going with the little brother comparison for a second.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if you even consider him a younger brother, but I'm pretty sure he is Spanish. Um, and yeah, City have always beaten Fulham in the past. Moving
Fair.
on to what were we gonna say?
No, nothing.
Okay, Bournemouth, Everton. What do you got?
Keeping this very simple. Give me Bournemouth money line. I think that they take care of business at the Vitality. The plus money for Bournemouth at home kind of scares me. It feels like a trap, but I kind of love it.
Yeah, it does feel a bit like a trap. Um, but I was actually gonna go the same way with you. Past 5 times these two teams have played, Bournemouth have won all five.
There we go.
Um, so that if that hopefully that makes you feel better about your pick. But
It
I don't
does.
know. Bournemouth have been really struggling lately. I don't remember the last time they won a game, honestly.
Yeah, I
Because
mean this may be coming at the right time for them, but on the flip side, Dewsbury Hall has been on fire for Everton, scored
yeah,
uh, in both of the last two games. So one
yeah,
to watch, but I mean this will be a really entertaining game for the neutral. But I just think Bournemouth will have a little bit more quality,
okay.
and Bournemouth actually won this weekend, by the way.
No, Bournemouth did not win. They lost to Sunderland.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of Brentford.
Brentford.
The bees, the
Yeah,
bees.
yeah. Bournemouth lost to Sunderland. Yeah, I mean, if you want to play it safe, honestly, Bournemouth Tino bet at -190. I find that still good value there. But yeah, Bournemouth need this game. Hopefully, Semenyo's healthy for this game. But either way, I still think that this is a result that they have to get. They're probably the more desperate team at the moment. Next up, we got Newcastle Tottenham. Uh, I saw a trend with these teams, and that was Newcastle have not lost to Tottenham past 5 times they've played. And there have also been, let's see, there have been under 3.5 goals and double chance Newcastle. Under 3.5 goals, Newcastle or tie at -165. That has hit in all of the past 5 times these two teams have played. I don't trust Tottenham one bit right now. They are a really good away, a team that when they play away from home, they are very good. But I don't trust them. Newcastle are very strong at home, so that's what I'm going with.
I I agree with you, but I do think that Tottenham score in this one. Um, they've scored in pretty much every game, at least the last three, I know for sure. I'm sure you have the last five somewhere on deck, but I'm going for both teams to score, but I do kind of like the Newcastle double chance as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to go into Newcastle and get a result, let alone score. So, but yeah, I do like the both teams to score. It could be 1-1, could be 2-1. Best case scenario. Um, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
Tottenham dreadful against Fulham, dude. Just awful.
that was a
I got
rough best bet for you.
yeah, I got a bone to pick with them. Arsenal Brentford.
This was a tough one to call for me. None of the odds really looked that great until I saw both teams to score no.
Mm,
I think Arsenal take care of business 2-0. Kind of like Arsenal -1.5, too, but thought I'd switch it up and go no on both teams to score.
that's funny because I actually took both teams to score. Yeah,
Opposite ends of the aisle again.
yeah. Past 2 times they've played at Arsenal, both teams have scored. Arsenal are still missing Gabriel, their best defender, and Saliba did not play today against Chelsea. So I'm guessing he probably won't play on what day is this? Wednesday. It's a quick turnaround. So I do think Brentford have a chance to at least score a goal in this game. It's not my favorite pick of the week, but I think Brentford are good enough to sneak a goal maybe early and make it a game. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Plus money pick there. Burnley, Crystal Palace. I have Crystal Palace over 1.5 goals in this game.
Okay. I'm not far off. I've just gone for Palace to win. I'm not thinking too much about it. Palace pick up all 3 points. They dropped points this weekend against United. I think they get the job done here.
Yeah. Um, yeah, Bournemouth have been really poor at home. They've been poor in general. Past two times Crystal Palace have visited Burnley, they have scored 2 goals, at least. So yeah, I don't know if this is going to be if Crystal Palace are going to start slumping. I don't think they will. I think they're good enough to keep it rolling, but they have kind of they. I mean, I was surprised they lost to Manchester United today. Um, Hopefully they can get back on track. All right, Wolves, Nottingham Forest. This is a just a ugly game.
I know this game looks like trash. It is trash, but it's one of my favorite games of the weekend, and I want to take Wolves to get their first win so bad. I refrain from picking it, but I will sprinkle on Wednesday. But I've gone for both teams to score. I think this will be a crazy 4-3 type of game. I love it. It's it passes the eye test of looks like trash, smells like trash, but I think there's going to be some entertainment in this one. Now watch it be 0-0. Everyone fade.
That's possible. Yeah, those both teams to score odds are actually really nice.
Mhm.
Minus 125. Um, I don't mind it. However, Wolves have not beaten Nottingham Forest the past 5 times they've played. There have actually been 4 draws out of the last 5 games. Forest winning the most recent one, 3-0. So I think the logical pick here would be Tino Bet, Nottingham Forest. Sprinkle a draw, but yeah, I don't know when Wolves are gonna win their first game. It just I none of these games look. This is probably their best chance until they play either Burnley or Leeds. But I mean, they've lost to both those teams. I don't see how they're gonna beat a Forest team that needs to bounce back after losing to Brighton today. So give me Forest Tino Bet. Moving on to arguably the trickiest game of the weekend. I don't know what to say in this game. It's tough because we don't have any player props available to us right now because it's so uh, early. The turnaround's so quick that it probably won't be available till tomorrow. But I don't know, Park. What did you pick in this game?
Yeah, I'm kind of riding the hot hand with Villa. I've gone for Tino Bet Villa.
Hmm.
Um, it's a tricky one, on the road at Brighton at the Amex. Yeah, I kind of like both teams to score. I think there will be goals in this one, maybe, but I like the value on Tino Bet Villa, so I've gone with the villains.
I was kind of leaning that way as well. However, just based off trends, 4 of the last 5 times these two teams have played, there have been over 2.5 goals.
Yeah,
So I'm going to go with over 2.5. Not totally sold on Villa just yet. They only won 1-0. They only won 1-0 against Wolves today. You would expect them to, you know, get a second or a third. So, but yes, Brighton are just a free-flowing squad, and they love to score goals. So, yeah, I'm going with over 2.5. Going with the trend there.
no, yeah,
A
I
lot
love
more,
it.
yeah, a lot more trends this week than last week. It made it a little bit easier to pick. I'm going with the same pick here. Over 2.5, minus 120. That's good enough. Chelsea could win 3-0. Could be 2-1, 3-1. I liked over 2.5 a lot in this game.
Yeah, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head a couple times there with just throwing out those score lines. I think Chelsea win just straight up, decent value. Not going to overthink it. Ellen Road is a tough place to play, so they easily could hold Chelsea to a point. But I don't know, I just think Chelsea will have too much quality and will get a result. Now they will be without Moises Caicedo, which will hurt. Um, but I like the Blues here.
Yeah. Yeah, they should go and handle business. I don't know, Chelsea do at times kind of they come in unprepared. They did that last season against I think it was I forgot who it was. It was a bottom feeder team. They went in and they just got smoked. Um, so if Chelsea come in prepared, not too amped up, or if they come in focused after tying Arsenal this weekend, then they'll be okay. They should. We'll see how Moses Caicedo affects this team. Liverpool Sunderland. This is actually a really good game. I'm not sure if Liverpool should be this heavy favorites, if I'm being honest. But Parker, what do you think?
Well, I have penciled in both teams to score, and I do think that happens, but I may throw in a double pick here.
Hmm.
Um, you will notice that we're both wearing Italian jerseys today. Um, and Liverpool happen to have two former Serie A players on their team who've played for Roma and Juventus.
Hmm.
Now, I'm not going to take Chiesa to score, but I am going to take the Egyptian king. So give me Mo Salah anytime. I know the odds aren't available yet, but pencil me in for a double pick here. I love it. I think there's going to be a bunch of goals in this game. So
Hmm.
both teams and Salah.
Okay. And yeah, I don't mind that. Salah is definitely due for a goal. He hasn't scored. I honestly don't remember last has he even scored this season? I don't even remember the last time he scored. But yeah, his odds are probably close to even now, I would say. Probably
Oh yeah,
minus 150 maybe. I'm
I would.
sure those odds have come down, so you're probably in good luck there. Um, so yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. However, I'm slightly the other way around here. I looked at the trends, and past 5 times these teams have played, Liverpool have scored under 2.5 goals. Um, so I, I could see this game being 2-2. I could see it being 2-0 Liverpool. I could see it being 2-1. But I think this Sunderland defense is good enough to hold Liverpool to under 2 goals. Because I don't think Liverpool are magically back after beating West Ham United 2-0. I'm not gonna get too hyped up about them just yet. I do think they will probably win this game, but I'm not sold on them scoring 3 goals in this game.
Yeah, I kind of like Isak to start scoring again too. He bagged his first today, and I said in our last video that once he started scoring, Liverpool would start winning consistently, and they're gonna be turning it on at the right time. So I think this is a good matchup for Isak to get another. So I kind of like that too. But I'm excited for this game. I think it'll be fireworks.
Yeah, I agree. Sunderland have been phenomenal this season. Last game of the week. Manchester United, West Ham. This is another game that is just seems pretty unpredictable. I didn't really see many good trends here. I don't know, Parker. What do you think?
Yeah, the one sort of, I guess not an official trend, but I've seemed to notice when Manchester United seem like they become solid defensively, and it seems like okay, they have their act together. It's like the next week all hell breaks loose and they forget how to defend. And I could just see this being a rainy Wednesday night in Manchester where the goals are flying. West Ham, I don't even know if they registered a shot against Liverpool. That's going to change. United give up way more opportunity. Um, so I've gone for over 3.5 goals in this game.
Wow, plus 130. That's
Yep.
yeah, I don't mind that. Um, yeah, I honestly did not know what to pick for this game. I could see West Ham winning it somehow because Manchester United are such a up and down, volatile team. But I went and looked at some stats because I was just curious. I was looking at first half kind of statistics here, and Manchester United are in the top five for first half statistics here. They have the second most goals in the first half. Their goal differential is plus five, which is third best. And they have 22 points based off first half results. They've won seven, lost five. They've only drawn once in the first half. So that made me think, okay, it's either going to be West Ham or Man United to win the first half. It's I got to take Manchester United first half money line.
Okay.
And actually, I'm going to go back to this. If you go look here at West Ham's at the bottom, they're third worst. But then when I click on second half, Manchester United are third to last, and West Ham are 12th. So my thinking here is that Manchester United going to dominate the first half. They'll probably be up 1-0, maybe 2-0, and then I think West Ham will probably start getting goals. They'll probably sneak one early in the second half, and a game will be on. So without the trends, that's what I went to. Manchester United first half. It'd be pretty cool to see that hit, but you never know.
I love it.
Yeah, should be a fun week. I can't wait for it. I love having games so close to each other. I know it's tough on the players, but I love being entertained and being able to watch games.
Oh yeah, as a neutral, it's so much fun. Like we sort of alluded to at the beginning of the video, the festive period is so fun. Games every 3 days. Obviously, we fully support players' health and well-being, but from a fan perspective, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Um, all right. That is all we got. However, I'm getting better at this. Our best bet, Parker. What is your pick of the week?
Yeah, I'm going straight to Wednesday. I'm going Liverpool, Sunderland, both teams to score.
Liverpool, Sunderland, both teams to score.
Yeah, Sunderland have been scoring. Liverpool have been leaking. Seems like a match made in heaven.
Yeah, it's pretty. I don't mind that. I'm actually tempted to take Liverpool under 2.5 goals as my favorite bet, but
Don't do that.
um, honestly, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh man, all eyes on Liverpool, Sunderland.
Let's do it. Minus 170, under 2.5 Liverpools.
Same game
Hammer it.
parlay.
We're going to be paying close attention to this game. Um, yep. Parker, you are 2 for 2 of best bets in the past couple weeks.
Yep, we're gonna keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling.
Hop on the train.
Hop on the train. I'm fighting the train right now. But all right, guys, that's all we got for you. Appreciate you tuning into the video. Make sure you like, subscribe. They mean the world to us. We love cranking out content for you guys, and we'll keep searching for the best possible predictions for you guys. And tune in later this week. I'm gonna make, or I guess I got to do it either today or tomorrow. Differential picks for FPL. I'm gonna make that video. Make sure you tune into that as well. But appreciate you guys as always. It's gonna be a fun week. Parker,
We'll
adios.
catch you later.